Yeah, hi. I'm just trying to tell you I'm here to talk about my experience going to the art studio, taking a day, a 5 day tour, 10 day tour to go to the museum in Chicago and what I've learned about art. And from what I've really learned about art is that's really brought me like a whole lot different about like what I've really learned about art in the U.S. in Chicago in general, because I live in Illinois. So I mean, when it comes to the health, what have I really learned? I've learned that every act we see every day has a meaning behind it. You don't just do any act without not having any meaning behind it, the act work. I think every word, every act out there has a meaning. The act right there on my wall has a different meaning behind the act. So I think that like people that draw something from their heart or from what happened during that time. For instance, when it comes to something like this that I will talk about this is what like this is an act of South Africa that it's an act I've learned. This act is addressing that people in South Africa wear for their wedding. This is beautiful. This is an act. This is where someone sat down to take his time or her time to to make it as an act. So there was a meaning behind it because the person wanted to do okay, let's do this for the people of South Africa for their dressing for as wedding. So I sort of there is more to act. So this is what was one of the things I saw and I loved it. Like I said, wow, this is beautiful. Like this is really cool. Like it was in a wasn't in a safe like it was in a safe somewhere in the museum. I said like wow, this is beautiful. Like let me just do research on this. Let me just check about this. So that's one of the things I fully learned, about art, like coming the whole thing, they seen art in a different perspective. And when it comes to the whole thing, when you say what is art, art is more of a creative way of ability to form some like more of a drawing, sculpturing, molding, cooking, it could be dancing, sewing, art like its nature. Therefore, art is ability for man to turn nature into something beautiful. We talk of something like nature into something beautiful. For instance, can talk about like a clay is from the sand. You take a clay, you mold it, you try to say okay, I want to do something like a pot. That is what art can do. Do take something, oh let me do this, I want to do a pot. It could be a bowl. Where I'm from, you're like we use clay to do certain things to mold it, the form of art for something to give a statue. It could be a clay made out of a car for the kids to play with. This is all art. The things that you do, the creative mind you have in your head to do, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, that is the kind of art I'm talking about. So, yeah, also be cooking. Cooking we do every day, when it comes to cake. For the decoration you put on it, the time you take to do it shows you that oh okay, this one I want to do or this I want this to go. So like the creativity you put in your head. Oh, I want to draw this. I want to put in it could be a car, it could be a human being, it could be a plane, it could be and because depending on what you have in your head to make the cake look unique, tells you that oh okay, this one I want to do or this one I want to do. So yeah, I mean that is what I'm talking about. And also sewing, we all talk about sewing like more like what I'm working right now. This is an artwork, you know. This is an artwork that someone took his time to make. It's a dress, it's sewing. You take a fabric like cotton, you make something out of it. Okay, I want to do a dress. I want to make it nice. The time you take to do it is a sewing and everything. So that is what I see art to be. The sewing. There wasn't dancing. The dance you do, like dancing is all art. The dance, the entertainment is all art. So yeah, what can art be? As I already said, art can be the cooking, can be in the molding, can be the dancing. come to sewing, everything's all art. Art is broad. Art is really huge. Like we live in the world that we see art every day. For instance, it can be like, look at the iPhone 1 to the iPhone X right now. You see every year new phone comes, they have been like there always new changes they act away. They need new features they act away, new megapixels, new like iOS, everything. That all that's involved in to make the phone really nice for people to like is the apps, more like the iPhone 1 to the iPhone X. The difference of the models of it was bigger, they made it so flat, and it should be a fingerprint, that's face recognition. All this that involve is all act. That is just what I see, like that is what act has done and to always do. So yeah, act is always all around us. We see act every day, from the cars we drive every day. You know, for it used to be gas, like it's electric. We have hybrid. Uh, Now it's gonna be self-driving. All the things we do every day is all act. I'm just trying to say, like, act is all around us every day. The computer we use from back in the day, into like a really big computer we use back in the day, so now it's like it's so big, and right now they made computer so little that you can use it, you can do anything. It's so fast from the from what they have done to now, and everything that comes together. It's all art, you know. So that's what I'm trying to say right now. So, and what has art been to me? Act has really changed a lot. That's made things easier, for me. Music, entertainment, the instruments they put in it, like the sound quality, it's all act. And you have to take your time, do all this, put the sound quality inside to make people to like the music. It's all the act. If you don't do it right, people wouldn't like it. So you have to put a, a lot in it for you to really like the act. So yeah, so all art is always going to be around us. TV used to be so big. And right now you have flat screen TV. You can even put it on the wall, more like what is behind me. So yeah, so I mean, all artists was in art has really done a lot, really good. I mean, what's has really come to the whole thing. We talk about technology, you know, technology. So from what is going on, that is all technology and the steps that is are being created to make things better every day, better every day. So the things involved of doing that is all act. So that is just how I'll say that yes, act has really done really good, and from what I've really learned is what I'm trying to tell you guys right now, that yes, act is there and will always be there. We have all the acts, you have new acts, like all has like kind of like that relation. Like mostly all acts had a lot of meaning. Oh, okay, I did this because of what happened back in the day, like and these days people just want to take pictures. Like it's pretty. I want to take this, put it down for my family to see one day. So like all the pictures you put together is all act and everything. So I'm just trying to say yes, art has really done so much more, so much good, and yes, thank you guys for listening to me. All right.